back to you in a bit since the festive season is kicking off. We thought let's get some consumer durable companies to tell us about how demand is trending, right? Thiagarajan, the Managing Director at Blue Star, joins us now to discuss demand trends as the festive season is upon us. The company recorded strong growth on all fronts in Q1, although their margins are yet to recover to pre-COVID levels. Mr. Thiagarajan, good morning and thanks for joining in. First, if you can tell us, how is festive demand shaping up? I know it's too early, but what are the initial trends suggesting? And, between rural, urban, tier 2, tier 3, where are you seeing a maximum recovery in demand?
Good morning, Sonia. It's a pleasure to talk to you. Today is the foundation day of Blue Star. We were incorporated 79 years ago. We have entered 80th year. So in my own career, I'm seeing perhaps the 42nd festival season. I think it is looking good. It is looking extremely good in tier 3, 4, 5 towns rather than the big cities. The dealers are stocking up. And in any case, for air conditioners, it may not be a big season. You know that after summer, again, it comes back only towards February. But having said that, if you compare with the previous year, I think we are already ahead of the pre-COVID levels of demand. That's the forecast I can see from what dealers are saying.
Mr. Thiagarajan, hi, congratulations for today. As you said, it's a big one for Blue Star, all the employees there. Just a quick one on how big is the not October actually, I mean this entire festive season, how much does it make up as a percentage of sales every year, roughly? You just said that after summer, demand usually comes back in Feb, but this period, is it significant?
It will be around 20% of the annual sales. I'm talking about Q3.
Okay.
As far as room air conditioners are concerned. But prior to the festival season, even B2B business, does well because many people expand the showrooms. Actually, right now, we are fighting hard to get many showrooms, restaurants, shops, boutiques getting ready for the festival season. In fact, B2B demand is very significant this year. Massive expansions are taking place across the country, including Tier 1, 2.
Fighting, that's an interesting phrase, signifying the demand rush, right?
Because of the supply chain disruptions, yes. Right? That everyone is wanting to open the stores before Diwali.
Right.
And therefore, you have to mobilize manpower, you have to mobilize material. While manpower is not the issue, material mobility is the thing that, I have been watching the debate. There is on one side a fear of recession, so you play cautiously in terms of inventory management. But in this particular situation, we may have to overstock, anticipating the growth. That's why I use the phrase fighting to cope with the demand. So B2B as well as B2C, it is looking good.
Right.
If you ask me after 3 months what is going to happen, I am not sure, but we are well prepared.
B2B is how significant? I mean, it's a meaningful chunk, right, for your business, for Blue Star?
We are around 65% of our business is B2B.
And that is doing very well, you're saying?
Extremely well. Our order book is all-time record of around 4,000 crores as of 15 September. So the order finalizations are happening. It is big infra as well as small commercial showroom boutiques.
Okay.
And significantly, you take places like Belgaum, Tuticorin, Aurangabad, all around there is optimism. That's the significant difference between the cities and Tier 3, 4, 5.
Particularly for a unitary products business, which is refrigeration, both in terms of commercial as well as residential, you've seen a good growth. I mean, in the quarter gone by, your revenues actually doubled in the unitary product segment and EBITDA was much better. Can you tell us about the demand trends? Do you think this kind of growth is sustainable? Because the summer was pretty scorching and now, we'll get back into that season. Any thoughts on how demand could sustain?
I would like to believe that the demand will be sustained, basically because our penetrations levels are lower. That we are still at some 7% household penetration for room air conditioners. In commercial refrigeration, the country is equipped only to the potential of less than 5%. the ice cream demand is growing, processed food is growing. So therefore, deep freezer demand is very high. And you have cold chain infrastructure coming up, commercial kitchens coming up. So therefore, in the unitary product segment, I would like to believe that this demand is sustainable. And in fact, we are minuscule compared with many other countries in these two categories.
Right. Mr. Thiagarajan, could you tell us what is the share of imports for inputs? Talk to us a little bit about what copper prices are doing, how that is impacting, how that is expected to impact a margin. Just a little bit on those things. The currencies are having very, very volatile moves, right? Even the dollar. Across the board, is there any impact at all?
The finished goods dependence on import has substantially dropped. Only certain niche categories, some equipment may get imported. It is predominantly the raw material and components. I am here in Vietnam today. The copper prices are coming down, and as I had mentioned in our last interaction, the margin improvement we will see only in Q3 and Q4. In Q2, we had raw material which were procured at old prices. So I don't see a margin improvement that will happen in Q2. Having said that, you do have the exchange rate to that extent of some 20% worth of components which are supposed to be imported still, and India will continue to depend on those imports.
Okay, you've also set up a wholly owned subsidiary in the US to sell products. Can you tell us a little bit about that? What is the kind of addressable opportunity you see there?
Blue Star North America Inc. is the new baby for us. As I had mentioned a couple of quarters ago, you are seeing the China plus one supply chain redesign that is shaping up. Now, there are products which US would like to consume from India, like variable refrigerant flow systems or the inverter-based air conditioning systems, both heating as well as cooling. And as you're aware, our exports are to the tune of only around 100 million USD. We had set ourselves a goal that it should become 300 million USD within 5-year time frame. So it is going to happen from Europe. It is going to happen from United States. So we have gone ahead and incorporated a company, and we have also appointed a CEO there.
Okay, Mr. Thiagarajan, it's a pleasure, sir. Thank you very much for joining us. A great speaking.